What if every time we built something, the communities and ecosystems around us got better?
Hi, my name's Anna Hollyman. I'm co-head of Policy and Places with my colleague Jo Wheeler. And we're here to talk about our new Regenerative Places programme, which is aimed at answering the question, how do we retrofit and reimagine our homes and communities so that the transition to net zero has a positive impact on people, planet and place.
So the Regenerative Places programme takes a really collaborative approach. So we're really pleased that in this video you'll be hearing from our colleagues from across the organisation on their thoughts on regenerative approaches and thinking, and we hope you enjoy it.
So at the moment, our built environment is not sustainable. We're taking things out more quickly than we can put them back. We're emitting and polluting more quickly than can be incorporated, and it's a downward spiral. So we have to shift away from that, and we have to instead take a shift to a regenerative approach that restores the balance of these cycles, that heals these ecosystems.
I think a regenerative built environment is essentially a systems change goal. So it is a vision for humans and the rest of the natural world to not only be able to survive, but to thrive together and ultimately get to a state where we are co-evolving and adapting to the circumstances around us in order to create net positive impacts on the world.
What a regenerative approach means is to, first of all, take a holistic view and aim to not just improve places with a focus on narrow metrics, but really look at the interplay of all the environmental as well as human factors, really.
We should not see the built environment as assets or financial assets, but as the place where life happens. So in the built environment, we often talk about value and creating value, maximizing value. Unfortunately, we most of the time do this in financial terms. But I think we need to learn that there are many more ways of creating value. Creating beautiful environments like this one, for example, is creating a lot of value for society, for biodiversity, for nature, for local residents. Way too often this isn't factored in.
What else can we do? How can we retrofit and decarbonize? But also making sure that we're integrating that future scenario, that cyclic process of nurturing, renewing, will enable us to be flexible, to adapt.
There's no point in setting sustainable, let alone regenerative goals, if we don't also shift and align the ways that organisations are setting them up and going about their activities. And that's looking at business models, at governance structures, at the way that we form company culture. We'll talk about having to make sure that we put nature and people at the heart of decision making. We need to work towards goals that are creating long-term value over short-term profit creation.
I think one key thing is collaboration and consulting various stakeholders. The built environment is creating a space for people of all sorts of backgrounds, a multitude of stakeholders, and nature and biodiversity as well. And I think we need to consult all of these stakeholders, and we need to bring everyone to the table and have this collaboration to really make sure that everyone's needs are incorporated in whatever decision we're making.
How everyone really, upon discussion, comes up with that magic, where those ideas for the next step, which is that collaboration. It's a co-creation, co-designs of those next steps.
I don't think leadership is about telling people what to do or top-down actions. It's about really understanding what needs to happen and doing what you can with the agency that you have to bring people together in order to create a just transition. If you share our mission and you want to see a positive, regenerative shift to a genuinely sustainable future, then join us and help us work this through together.